So wait, you're trying to find, like, just go around and find a cultist and torture the shit out of him until you figure out where she is?
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Okay. I'm sure you could possibly do that. Uh, Arana probably, let's say, took a couple to jail during whatever the investigation was that led her to present day. But there may be some other tools at your disposal. We'll see what we've got.
Aren't there dragon cultists like in all of these major cities? Like we were just in Mirabar. Oh no, that was the Kraken people. I mean, we have their ship. We can't find any more clues about where they might be based.
Sure, you could pull those threads. Basically, what I'm fishing for is to figure out how many companions and what resources you're gonna pull from where. So you've got with the Harpers, you've got let's see, you've got Dry Humphreys, the healer.
Yeah, did they make it back okay?
Yeah, it took them a couple hours longer than it took you, but once they saw the big giant just kind of like teleport out, they were like, well, we don't have a reason to be here. And they just kind of like, let's go.
Good.
And welcome to the sunset.
Yeah, just Kraken can't get us if we're 300 feet above the water.
Seems smart.
That was the plan. Let's see. So you've got Dry Humphreys. You've got who was the oh, you had a Zindra Winterbow. And do you know anybody else on the Harpers? I mean, tell you what, if you remember anybody, you can ask them for help and see if they want to.
Gabriella. Is she in this one?
Yeah, she exists. You remember her from like way back when you were in Phandalin, so we could get a frontliner cleric kind of NPC. You also have the giants, so you've rescued King Hecatan, and so he and his little entourage are available to fight. They want to get Imrith as well. She's basically lied and stolen a number of things from them that they'd like to get back. And then you can ask the Lord's Alliance or the Harpers for additional assistance if if a frontliner cleric, a backline healer, and a ranged ranger isn't good enough for you.
Yeah, can we get a paladin?
That's an interesting question.
Like, she could smite some dragon.
Would you and a paladin get along?
No, but
Dude, the edgelord's gonna fall for the knight in shining armor.
yeah, I don't see that happening.
No.
Don't look at me.
I'm totally gonna mend my ways.
Stop.
No. A monk?
No, I'm not.
I mean, monks exist.
Monks are stupid. We need like an Aarakocra paladin or something. Don't you want to make up some stupid character, Ted? Or do you have a list of NPCs?
I do not. I honestly don't. If you want me to make up somebody, give me a rough outline, and I will come up with a hilarious name.
Well, can the Lord's Alliance be on speed dial or something? Like if we need help.
Sure, but I don't know that they have access to high-level teleportation magic.
Really?
May be that they would want to use for this. Tell you what. I mean, I can get you. We can get you an audience with a high-level spellcaster, but they're all going to be like. So you've got Laeral Silverhand of Waterdeep, that's pretty powerful, and
You told us to ask for stuff.
right,
Like
that's
if we're
fine.
going up against a dragon, be like, yeah, give me all you got.
Yeah, okay.
Or I'll take some fancy magical stuff.
So you are supposed to get one item from King Hecaton, but we're gonna
Wait,
wait.
didn't we do?
Yeah,
we
he
didn't do
he
that?
gave you a bunch of quest rewards, but basically he has to assemble his posse.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So he's got he's got something up his sleeve for uppity dragons.
Mm. I mean, at least I could probably use some healing potions or something, or at least the barbarians could. I'm sure.
So that is established. I think we've given J-Lo 8 potions. 2 of them are greater healing potions or something like that. You can each
Okay.
have a potion or 2. It won't necessarily break any of the... Let's see, where the heck is items? Equipment. Potion of healing greater. Here, we'll make sure that you have 2. There you go. So, yeah, if you want a potion of greater healing, everybody can get one of those.
It says potion of healing. Oh, there it is. Got it.
That's your butthole. We're gonna get some guys.
All right. So, what are we up to?
So you've got 3 NPCs. We've got some potions. You're gonna go talk to King Hecaton and see what he's offering in a moment, and then it's time for discovering the layer and talking strategy.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Okay. So through the conch, Ragnar, you receive a summons, ring ring banana phone, to King Hecaton's court, and he'd like to have everybody that is interested in participating in this posse to meet him in his throne room and to, basically share everything that everybody knows, and to talk strats and whatnot. So
Alright.
we can just conk port right there if you'd like.
Let's do it. Conkport.
All right. We're back in Maelstrom one last freaking time. So, in the throne room, King Hecaton has assembled a force of 4 giants that are going to basically help you out. I will read these and just kind of... So the 4 storm giants are Namir, Orlecto, Shaldor, and Vasha. It makes no difference, but you got King Hecaton and 4 storm giants.
Awesome.
Now, what they also have are 2 items that may be very useful to you. So the first thing that King Hecaton offers, and it is up to you guys who should take it and how to implement it. The first item that he has available for you is what is called a... Where the heck is it? Oh, come on. All right, so it's a dragon's claw. It's kind of a junior-sized one. It was not from a very old dragon, but a nearly shield-sized claw that has been fitted with a gauntlet and articulated such that an individual can straight up wear this thing. It will basically act as a shield without being quite as good as a shield, but it also doesn't impair your ability to use weapons in a two-handed fashion, right? So it's just a straight +1 to armor class, but because it is magically enchanted with like silver piping and engraving and embellishments along it, it has 2 additional very interesting properties. And the first is that as an action, you can point the claw, and again, this is a whole round action, but here's what it does. You can point the claw at a dragon within 30 feet. That forces a DC 15 Constitution save, or they gain vulnerability to all damage types. It basically negates all of their elemental and other resistances for 1 turn. You can use that 3 times.
Dibs.
And while the claw is displayed on your person, you have resistance to any damage caused by a dragon's breath weapon.
Fucking dibs.
Alright. So, Sir Ragnar gets the dragon gauntlet, and I just realized that we've made you basically Lion-O here. So he's got the extendable weapon and then like the claw. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, because it's like a shield, right?
Yeah, it's a big claw. Yeah.
Or what's those things that you wear along your one arm?
Like so it's a pauldron if it goes on your shoulder. Or it's 1 arm's worth of armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a retiarius.
I bless you.
No, that's the trident and net gladiator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the second thing that they have is they have 2 potions. And these are potions of giant size. And I'll read the description on this guy. Basically, it turns you into a true giant. P. Here we go. When you drink this potion, you become huge for 24 hours if you are medium or smaller. For that
See, we have to
duration,
get that
for
to
that
JLo.
24 hours. For the duration, your strength becomes 25, and your hit point maximum is doubled. In addition, the reach of your melee attacks increases by 5 feet. Everything you are carrying and wearing also increases in size for the duration. When rolling damage for weapons enlarged in this manner, roll 3 times the normal number of dice.
I need that.
When the effect ends, any hit points you have above your total become temporary. Ew. This potion is a pale white liquid made from the tongue of a giant clam, with a pungent aroma akin to that of rotting algae. It tastes sweet, however.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief.
Made from the tongue of a giant clam.
Yeah.
So, Ed, if I got that with my Dragon Slayer sword and that spell of like the heroism weapon thing,
Yes.
that'd be pretty stout, wouldn't it?
That would be pretty beefy, yes. Are you
Holy
guys gonna...
weapon.
You have 2 potions. So if you want to make the bard a frontliner, you can absolutely do it.
Is anybody opposing that?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't make any sense for me to do it, and JLo isn't saying anything.
Yeah, sorry. I've been a little bit distracted because we're finishing up dinner. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
Well, I'll take one of them.
Okay? Who wants the other one?
I'll take it.
Ooh, giant ballista arrows.
Okay. Me.
Alright, that's cool. Alright, so King Hecaton also has been using his scrying pool, searching for Imreth, and finally basically got a bit of a breakthrough when spies revealed that there is a that she's holed up in the desert with a basically some of her cultists, and they're also snake cultists because that makes perfect sense. So there is an old ruined city that has been overtaken by the desert. A name long forgotten that we don't know the actual name of this ancient ruined city, but that the basically the site of this city, what has not yet been consumed by the shifting sands desert of... What the fuck is this? I gotta get the map. Figure out where the hell this place is. But anyway, it's basically far to the east of the Sword Coast, and in a sand desert. So it is not recommended that you try to teleport right on top, just because of the volatility of the targeting of the spell, and you don't necessarily know what's waiting for you. But you can get as close as basically Citadel Adbar or another one of the dwarven settlements in the northern mountains, and try to plan an expedition. You, of course, have the airship that can carry anybody who's not a giant. The giants themselves will need some time to set up. And then if there's any intent to basically come as stealthy as possible, or if you want to preserve any element of surprise or anything, you'll probably need to think that through. But it's so the lair itself is in the northern desert of Anorak. So there you go. I don't think I'm forgetting too much. Oh, look. Nice of them to just straight up label it.
All right, so I guess that's where we're headed.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. So it'll take you 4 or 5 days to move the airship there, and the giants, if they're going overland, they can teleport in. When you find, basically, you have to find a suitable location for them to teleport in, and then they'll pop, and then the assault can begin, if that plan is acceptable to everybody.
Yeah.
Good for us.
All right. Okay. Well, let's take a magic airship ride, and we can dispense with 3 or 4 days of downtime. I won't throw any more plot twists at you, but there are some optional ones. Basically trying to get the cloud giants involved and stuff. But, yeah.
I think we're good. I think we can take her.
Okay. So, you are... I mean, don't underestimate friggin' ancient dragons and shit, but... As you roll up to the desert, I downloaded this picture, which is pretty cool, of a lightning storm in a desert. And as you look into the mountains across this shifting dune sea, there's basically a perpetual lightning storm above her, above the layer, and a churning cauldron of black clouds, as it is described in the module. It fills the sky. You can hear the thunder crack from miles away. She's really doing a good job of hiding. This isn't at all suspicious. Half buried in the cold dune is a crumbling ruin of a city that you can see distant on the horizon. You believe that you've arrived mostly clandestinely, but to continue on with the airship will definitely give you away. I'd say you're, let's say, 5 or 6 miles, roughly a few hours journey to the edges of this city. It's a shifting sand desert with not much, with, well, let's say no vegetation, but you can see that the place the city was situated is on harder rock hills that lead up to the mountains to the north. So you could approach from, basically any direction. I hate sand.
It's
More.
everywhere. What is it? Oh, I can't remember the whole thing.
Yeah, it's rough and it's
It's
coarse and it gets everywhere.
everywhere. Not like you. Yes, I guess we're gonna touch down in go and hoof it.
Okay. I guess we'll port in the storm giants at this point if you like.
Yeah. Because nobody's gonna notice a bunch of giants just
Walking across a desert,
yeah.
you might well get noticed. So as you get up to the edge of the, let me see if I can download the actual map. Dum, 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 dum.
What was that?
Mm. I mean,
Alright.
like, why didn't we just ask the Lord's Alliance for like an army? Why didn't we just ask them for like the Griffin Cavalry or something?
Is that how you want to do this?
I don't know. What are we supposed to do? You got to railroad this at least a little bit.
Okay. Don't worry then. I'll railroad it a lot.
How creative are we supposed to be?
I don't know, as creative as you want to be. So, you roll up to the upper edge of a dune, and you see this amphitheater, which has been... Nope. This amphitheater, which has been basically destroyed by time, and you are, let's say, half a mile away, and you may approach however you like. You note that each of these stars, I'll circle one real quick so that you see what it is. Each one of these stars is a statue made of stone. Some of them have like wings, like gargoyles. Others are in the shape of other various creatures, and you note that they are less weathered than the surrounding rock, which has all basically crumbled at this point. You do see a couple of siege engines. There's these two trebuchets mounted in the amphitheater. What do you call it? Wings. And then, yeah.
Do we know anything about these people or the origins of this land?
Do you have any... Well, you know Bardic lore. Go ahead and give me a... what's history? Yeah.
History or Arcana?
No, it'll be history for sure.
History. No. I know there's people.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's kind of a failure there.
Somebody built this, guys.
Yeah, a ruined city lost to the sands.
There's such a thing as a sand giant.
No.
Okay.
Sand.
Good.
But-
Don't have to worry about that.
But you should walk without rhythm, so you don't attract the worm.
Tremors.
Well,
Yeah,
No, that was from Dune, but never mind that.
the graboids are coming for us, guys. Um, so I guess our two options are to approach from 1C or into 1A. Anybody have any input on that?
One's as good as the other, in my opinion.
Let's go through 1C, Ted.
All right. So as you approach, basically from the northeast, um, do you give King Hecaton's? Because King Hecaton, without if you don't give him any other instruction, he's basically going to just go knock on the front door, confident of his ability to fight Imrith, and just basically come out and fight me, bitch.
Hang back just a minute, buddy.
Okay. So the small people have infiltration capabilities now. He tells you if you need his help, send up a signal and you can, you know, he'll ride to your rescue. Okay.
Okay.
So
Do we
as
definitely want to do that, though? I mean, what if he did, go up to the front door and be like, "Come get me, bitch"?
I don't
Maybe,
know. I'm making it up as I go along, same as you.
yeah,
Well, I think that's more of a question for the group, Ted.
yeah,
Okay.
That's what I'm sorry.
So, Rexy and M, do you have any input?
I'm just wondering, maybe it might be easier to fight them outside. That's just a question, not really a statement.
Well, she is a dragon.
Yeah.
Although he is
so
the one that got duped by.
I don't know that it makes sense for all of us to go in through 1C. Let me see how far this is away. 5, 10, 15.
I mean, you guys have all of the initiative, basically. You can wait until dark and
Hello?
try and... Yeah, you're here. You can wait
Okay.
until dark and try and sneak some people in. You can, do whatever you want. You have 2 uses of the invisibility spell. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. However you want to do it.
yeah, how far can we walk with invisibility though? I mean, we're going to be able to cover all that ground before it wears off.
I believe that it lasts for 1 minute, so...
So 10 turns, so 300 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could sprint and cover 200 yards. 600 feet.
Okay.
I see like the smoke from the camp there.
Yeah, keep in mind that it is, like, everything's covered in sand. So, a very observant creature will notice footsteps anyway. But footsteps, because of the wind and thunderstorm, don't necessarily stick around too long.
Well, it's whether we want to sort of like try to split up or and see what we can see, or
I don't know. I kind of feel like we should stay together because this just feels like something we're going to walk into and we're going to get our asses kicked if we're split up.
I agree.
Okay, so is the
I say we wait till
Let's wait.
dark and try to sneak in.
Yeah, I'd say maybe instead of coming in through 1C, which seems to be like, hey, this is like the main way that people would
Go through
come
1A.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, to try to get through 1A.
Okay.
All right, yeah, let's wait for dark.
Okay. So you make a hasty camp without alerting anybody. No fires, no nothing. You get a couple hours of rest, and Jimmer, I believe it is probably time for you to give a rousing leadership speech and give everybody some temporary hit points.
I agree. And I think it is a great time to remind everybody that we are trying to fuck this dragon up. And let's not screw it up because I think somebody could die. And that would mean that one of us would be banned. So let's not get banned.
To not getting banned.
Here, here.
Do not getting banned.
What's your role for this?
I don't roll. It's a plus 13.
Oh, really?
It is my choose 6 allies that can see, hear, and understand you within 30 feet. Each creature gains 13 temporary hit points once per short rest.
Okay then. All right. So let's see. You have 6, right? So including yourself, we'll drop you to 13. Okay. We'll go to Ragnar. We'll give him 13. We'll go to J-Lo and give him 13. And we'll do the same for Arana. That's 4.
Let's go with Hecaton, just because he's a cool bro.
Yeah. Okay. Hecaton gets an extra 13. And the rogue would make 6. All right. So the small individuals you have to infiltrate include the 5 of you, as well as Dry Humphreys, Zindra Winterbow, and Sister Gabriella, who is back and ready to fuck up some dragons. Disappointed she didn't get in on the action the first time.
Sweet. Hey, Ted, I just want to make you aware that I have a passive perception of 19.
Passive 19. Sure, if you say so.
It's on my sheet. Just letting
Okay.
you know.
You got it. Well, I can see everybody else's sheets. I don't have yours.
Because you haven't invited me.
Could have sworn I did. Here, look.
You-
Hold up.
Anyway, I'm just letting you know I'm on high alert.
Here, click that. See if it works. Anyway, we'll go while while that happens. And you're heading in basically from the south. Fuck is my cursor? You're basically heading in from the south to try to get around to 1 alpha here.
Yep.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh,
All right. Sorry, I'm just reading everything. I want to make sure that I get the flavor right. So,
Uh-huh. He wants to make sure that he has every opportunity to fuck us up.
well, no, not exactly. Um, so as you approach under cover of night, if you would please, you're all trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and get some stealth checks on the board then. I think J-Lo even rolls with advantage
Ooh.
or something. No, he's just proficient. It's a +6.
What are we rolling?
That's pretty awesome.
That's a 20.
Yeah, Georgie, I had to switch to my phone because my computer was being super fucky. You're gonna have to look at my character sheet because I don't have it on my phone.
Oh, right. I
Can't remember
gotcha.
my login.
Let's help you out here then.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Your stealth is at a +3.
Okay.
Sweet, we're
guys-
all real stealthy.
You guys are solid. All right, let me just write all this down.
Instead of doing things for you.
All right, so you with the 3 NPCs in tow, are able to basically get all the way into the city without anything apparently noticing you. As you creep across to the doorway, you hear nothing but the thunderous clouds overhead and the blowing winds and the shifting sands of the desert around you. And as you look into the archway, you notice that it immediately has some stairs descending down into the darkness below.
Would a dragon be down? Don't dragons like high places?
Well, some do. Some like dungeons.
Dungeons and dragons?
The two
Seems sketch to me.
the two could go together.
Kind of sus. Well, okay, so I think I think the rogue needs to check for traps before we descend the stairs.
Sweet.
All right, we're Operation Send the Rogue in first.
Dude, it's been a while. Yeah. It's been a while since I've checked for traps.
All right, so
Hopefully it works out better this time.
As you look around, you notice that the entire structure is somewhat more solidly built than many of the outbuildings whose foundations you have passed that are in ruins. They are made of tight-fitting sandstone blocks, very large. Think like pyramid, but because, it's not a pyramid, but similar construction style to that, if you will. The archway is about 20 feet tall, and it obviously has some amount of usage regularly. The sand that is blown into the door coats the steps, and you do not see any signs of passage right away, but the again, fucking sandstone stairs and stuff. Yeah. You do not, with a passive perception of 19, you do not readily see anything amiss.
Okay. All right. So I gesture to everyone Thumbs up. We're good to go.
All right. So as you descend, let me see how far away you can hear this. Where the fuck is? Oh, okay. Is that where that is? Let me make sure that... Okay. Here we go. So, you enter a large cavernous room. Down the steps, there's blown sand that has been basically piled up in the center. I need to take this off screen to block some stuff out. And you are looking at... Here, tell you what, I will open another application, and we will do this. Oh, come here, you. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that actually worked out pretty freaking good. So we'll make that nice and big. You are basically looking at what you see coming down these stairs to the left here. We'll get a little bit of red. So entry here. And around this corner, these are major pillars holding up the ceiling. This is a large pile of sand kind of in the middle of the room. You note that the overhead, what was basically the center of the amphitheater up above, has fallen
No, I'll
in.
get it after.
So I can show you that as well. Basically what you're looking at here is... I'll put this up on the screen too.
It was the hole in the middle.
Yeah. So this part here that says open to 2, that is
Okay.
2. So a lot of the ceiling has caved in, and the desert's sands have piled up in the bottom. You notice another kind of side passageway over here. There's some space to explore up here, and then you note a large passageway to the north.
Well, I say let's check the small stuff first.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the southernmost
Go to the
passageway.
northeast.
So as you creep across this large pile of sand, with a perception of 19, you easily see signs that that large overhead hole has claw marks, the size of a medium humanoid, like person-sized claw marks in the edges, as well as signs of a dragon tail and wings being beaten about and leaving their telltale tracks both in the sand pile as well as the opening, which continues to enlarge a little bit with every such passage.
Wait, which going toward which passageway?
So the big hole in the ceiling has claw marks on it, and there's signs of passage to the north of something very large.
Okay.
That east passage ends up being another what do you call it? Another set of stairs up. So I'll reveal that. So you don't notice any traps or anything amiss in that area either.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take the like northeastern passage.
Okay. We'll reveal that as well. There is a
I'm assuming y'all are coming with me. Or are you just gonna let me scout everything out by myself?
Mute button. I'll go with you.
Sure.
We want to go up the northeast tunnel.
Yeah. I'm gonna draw this because it messes with the clipping tool if I don't. So basically what you're looking at here, and yeah, that's good. Here we go. Oh, that's not on the paintbrush. You've got
A fallopian tube.
yeah, I don't know. Right. So that's there, and there's a large pillar here
Okay.
made of kind of natural rock.
Right. I'm gonna scout it out. I'm listening for signs of anybody down here.
Sure.
Since I'm a sneaky bastard too, I'll go with you.
Okay. So
And
everybody else kind of
sneaky.
staying in the main room.
We can explore. Is it just that one?
We're sticking.
Oh, we're sticking. Oh, sticking together. Got it.
Okay, Ted.
All right, hold on. All right, you got it. So the as you creep down this corridor, you notice a couple of things.
Oh, did I lose you?
No, I'm right here. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Okay.
I gotta just make sure that I get this right. So you notice that the walls and overhead of a area of the tunnel have been purposefully weakened. That there's
So-
obvious evidence of
It's a tarp.
of a of claw marks and other adjustments to the natural tunnel. But from beyond, you hear a hissing a chorus of hissing noises, almost as if there's, some sort of snake and like a combination of serpentine and human voices. Um, there's obviously some sort of religious ceremony being performed in the room to the west.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back and let everybody know, what I heard.
Sure. All right, so everybody's in the main chamber here. You let them all know what you've heard. What do they want to do with that information?
Do we want to go up the main chamber or up the side chamber? David? M?
Uh,
Rexy?
Well, I don't know that it matters. We might have a little bit of surprise, but I don't know if we'll trigger that passage collapsing if we all go up that way. So
The main
So
chamber?
I would give up the surprise and go through the North Passage.
yep,
Okay.
Right.
concur.
Let me see what everybody's visible distance is. 6 apiece, 180. Okay, gotcha. All right. So those of you with dark vision clearly spot 9 humanoids that are standing around this, some around the statue, and a number around this hole. This hole is a very, very deep pit, and they are praying in some sort of religious ceremony. Those of you with dark vision, so Arana and J-Lo, maybe? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that sounds good.
Whatever it
I have
is.
I have dark vision.
You note more clearly that these humanoids are snake people of
Lamia.
some sort. No, they're Yanti. So let me look that up for you.
I don't know what that is.
Orcs?
Yeah, fucking snake people.
Which part of them's the snake?
Yikes.
Uh,
A snake, a snake. Oh, it's a snake.
oh man, they're ugly.
Hey.
So there's 3 of those guys, and then there's yeah, like human legs, but snake heads.
Nice.
So I'm just going to assume that these are just bad news creatures.
Maybe. Does anybody speak Abyssal?
I don't think so.
I'm looking. Nope.
Nope.
No, I know I don't.
Okay. All right. So if you do nothing, we will watch the basically religious ceremony play out. If at any point you want to take an action, then just interrupt me and do it, okay?
Okay.
So the 9 individuals, 3 with the 3 with the snake tails, and then 3 each on each side, surround the pit. They chant in a language that you do not understand. It sounds like, a series of hissing, but with also some human speech tones thrown in there as well.
Can I
Yes,
cast comprehend languages?
of course you may.
All right.
So, Florida Man, you now are able to comprehend the ceremony, and basically they're praying to a deity known as Dendar the Night Serpent. And they are entreating Dendar to reveal what the fate of the dragon Imreth shall be. From kind of outside, in the Draconic language, you hear a somewhat disembodied and distant voice basically say, yes, ask Dendar, I shall reward you for your sacrifice. And basically with that, the snake tail individuals kind of look at each other. They whisper a few things and decide amongst themselves, and they each say a prayer, at which point the other 2 kind of step back and with ceremonial knives each carve a chunk of flesh off of the shoulder of the one in the center, throwing the flesh into the pit. The center snake, still bleeding from his wounds, crosses his arms over his chest and leaps into the pit to his own death, sacrificing himself. At that blood sacrifice, the statue standing behind all of the individuals, its eyes, its snake eyes, begin to glow a dim red. 2 gleaming eyes, polished obsidian black, glow with a bright red center. Its fanged mouth opens, and without necessarily moving its lips per se, it is a stone statue, you hear the abyssal whispers of a disembodied voice, and they say the following in abyssal, which is interesting because it rhymes in English, but never mind, whatever. Rack and ruin, flash and thunder, let them claim the dragon's plunder. Death is close, her doom has come, to blade and spell she will succumb. You hear the distant dragon voice demanding that the Yuan Ti here translate the prophecy, at which point one of the major priests on either side looks about the group. They all nod kind of collectively together, and he says, O great and powerful Imreth, the prophecy says that you must face your opponent in battle. He comes to kill you. Imrith thanks the snake people for their sacrifice and promises that what riches they have been promised shall be given, and to depart and make ready for her departure. The ceremony concluded. The Yuan Ti basically finish up their prayers. The statue's eyes return to their normal black. The mouth closes, and it appears as if the Yuan Ti will be exiting this chamber within a few moments.
Okay, so can we continue to be like stealthy and just like let them leave?
You absolutely may.
What if they can sense if we're here though? Because the tongue smells, right? For the snake.
It is.
I guess it
It is
depends on how
different.
stealthy we are.
It is different trying to hide from a snake than trying to hide from a person. Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna be stealthy. I don't know what y'all are gonna do. If you need me to roll again, you just let me know.
Well, how can
I
you
took
be
a bath.
how can you be stealthy from scent?
I don't know. It doesn't say. What does it say about stealthy on? Doesn't say what you're being stealthy from, does it? Oh, seen or heard.
It does.
I totally feel like smell should be in there.
I like to do the hide in plain sight.
Sure. You basically are wiggling your way into the sand.
An elf, I can do that.
Oh, I'm just gonna continue to like hide around one of the pillars and whatnot.
Yeah. Am I still right next to her?
Sure.
All right, then I'm gonna try to hide as well.
Okay. So basically what I get is everybody's going to hide and just let the Yuan Ti move out past you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not messing with that.
Okay. Sure. With these rolls, I'm not even going to ask for another one. You guys have basically described and you've got time, and there's no shortage of sand and places to hide, so you basically bury yourselves or do what you want. And a few moments later, the Yuan Ti, I'll show you their path. So they're basically around here, and they kind of slither out and go up the stairs. So you wait a few moments, and they depart. You are all alone. You are still in Area 2.
We go into Area 3.
It is empty as far as you can tell.
Are there any like pebbles on the ground?
I mean, there's shitloads of sand. You could probably find a small rock. Why? What do you want to do?
Sit down the hole.
You want to walk into 3 and drop a rock down the hole?
I mean, isn't that what anybody would do?
The weirdos just left the area. Do you want to make noise?
They're gone.
Okay.
Yeah, but we heard the dragon. She's close by.
Now you're gonna be like the guy from Lord of the Rings who knocks a skeleton down the well and make all the orcs like Tim.
Okay with that.
Well, I'm gonna remain stealthy and not throw things to make a lot of noise.
Okay. But I take it you're basically all entering Area 3.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
So as Florida Man moves towards the big hole in the ground to chuck a rock down it, which he does,
Guys,
and it's a very deep hole. You can't even see the body of the snake person that just jumped down in there. And the let's see, what else do we have? You notice that the statue is very expertly carved, and that the eyes are indeed of polished obsidian, and which is weird to find in a sand desert. So these were obviously made elsewhere, and they've got a bit of magic aura about them, probably somewhat valuable.
can I make a check on that?
Yeah, go ahead. Arcana,
Tanner.
please. Hmm.
What?
So yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback, man. That was weird. So the orbs have strong magical properties and are tied to the divination school, and obviously have a link to a celestial planar or I'm sorry, the abyssal planes. And so Dendar, the night serpent, is basically attached to the other end, and can communicate through them. You cannot tell if removing them from the statue will damage any of the magic, but even without just the quality of the orbs, you suspect that they're worth at least 250 gold each. But these are very large stones. Think basically bowling balls. As you do that, by the way, that rogue, are you here?
Yep.
So with your passive perception and dark vision, you notice that the lower right corner here, this large, massive, 40-foot tall pile of sand,
Mm-hmm.
it has a telltale horn and two nostrils sticking out of it.
Wait, which one?
This large, massive pile of sand here.
Okay.
Check out my horns.
Check out my horns.
Have we seen these horns before?
I do not believe that she was in her dragon form at the time, but it is unmistakable that there is a dragon watching you from the corner.
Well, it would have been nice if we had seen that on our way in. Okay.
She doesn't know that you notice her.
I'm gonna look to my left and my right and make a gesture of like with my hand, like a like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like without her seeing it.
Oh, I see. Like so you're like looking around and then being like,
Yeah.
Isn't the preferred hand signal? Isn't the preferred hand signal a shocker?
Horns out.
she
Too much rock. No.
yeah. No, we're yes. Sure. Go ahead and make a, would it be sleight of hand? I mean, you're basically trying to make a subtle communication to your party.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess sleight of hand is the way to go, right?
That
She's a
makes the most sense to me.
So, wow. Okay then. The signal is basically transmitted to your party. Your party is aware that there's fucking dragon. What do you guys want to do?
Uh,
Blast.
fucking sneak attack round. Yeah. Be like, we need to like coordinate. Be like, on my count, like, and like coordinate a simultaneous attack.
Well, I don't think we can do that without getting noticed.
No, if you attack her, it's fucking fight on.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is we would get advantage. We would get a first round.
Maybe.
Time that shit. Can I at least get behind a pillar and make a fucking sneak attack?
You can absolutely like send a fucking crossbow bolt right up.
Are
in
we
this-
doing? I'm like, are we doing this?
You can send a crossbow bolt right up her snoot if you want.
Yeah, I'm fucking crossbow expert. Sneak attack that bitch. We ready to go?
Go for it.
You also have 5 giants like over the next hill. Do you make any attempt to alert them that you're going to just fight the dragon on your own?
If we can, I mean, I don't know if. Yeah, I mean, let's try that.
Yeah, who are we gonna set? Somebody's got to alert them. Who are we sending?
Can Ragnar send a message through the banana phone and be like, "Psst."
You have the 5 of you plus the 3 NPCs.
No, but like to signal the giants, can Ragnar be like, about to punch that time card, guys?
I believe that takes a minute to cast, and
Okay.
it's pretty obvious that he's casting a spell. I mean, he can do it.
Um,
Well, otherwise we'd have to go out and come back in and hope she's still there.
whatever you do, make sure you're 20 feet away once it gets to my turn.
You know what
Well,
we should
I'm
do?
not planning on being in 20 feet.
You know what we should do? We should actually continue to pretend like we don't notice her and actually gather in the room. And then we need to send one of the NPCs out. And from there, we can go ahead and attack.
Okay.
Because if she's just watching and thinks we don't know she's there, then, I bet you
Yeah,
we
but
can gather in the
how
room.
How far did we leave the giants?
Uh,
I mean, like,
well-
I thought they were
yeah.
like, basically right there.
I would say like half a mile, right? Like far enough for giants to still be hidden behind the next hill.
So that this shit's gonna be over by the time they get here.
It's kind of cool though.
What's our fastest NPC?
They're all about the same speed,
They're all about
but
the same,
I mean,
okay.
Zindra Winterbow is a ranger. She can.
You can only go. Well, how fast can giants go? They can't go much more than like 80 feet per turn.
per round. Yeah, about.
Yeah. Okay, so half a mile.
I have an idea.
Jeff,
So if we gather in the room and continue to our play that we don't see her, we send one of us out, just one, to. I mean, do we have a spell we can cast that like would be a signal? Could I like shoot a Care Bear stare into the sky or something?
Probably lots of things that you can think of.
I just thought when we were making camp, we were all making camp.
Yeah, You were all there.
That was a half mile away. Could we use Jeff? How fast does he fly?
Jeff's got a speed of... If Jeff is with you...
I believe he is.
This is still stupid. It's like a ton of turns.
Speed fly 40 feet.
I think it's the fastest out of all of us.
You
If
can...
we sent him.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
All right. So you whisper a message to Jeff, and it takes off. Jeff the cat is flying back to the giants. You've got... I'll tell you what. I'll give you a minute to basically look around like you're idiots. But all the while, you can take any preparatory actions that don't require any overt magic or attack rolls, right? Like once anybody attacks, it's on. But you can drink your potions and wait for that. Basically wait for them to take effect. You can prep weapons or anything. Look around.
I think I'm good. Focused on the task at hand. But we should probably look and see if there's any more enemies.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
Guess that's a no.
I guess not.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
How long does the potion that I got take? I'm trying to find it.
I believe that it's one action. It happens pretty quickly.
Okay.
But basically, you can do it without giving up a... Let's see. Yeah, it just says potion, so it's one action, and it lasts for 24 hours.
We're gonna be able to get out.
Yes. So a huge creature. Let's see if this has size. Tiny. Now, let's see. Huge. Sizes.
26 feet tall as a giant in 5e.
Okay,
So I'm
then
assuming-
there you go.
Okay, so I think
Huge is 15 feet.
I guess one of my actions is gonna. Can I inspire somebody?
Yeah, you can.
And that's really like magic, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it could have been. It could have been. For anything. Depends how you say it.
We'll do it discreetly.
You're my favorite deputy.
Excuse
I'm
me
gonna
while I.
ball you discreetly.
Can I just give like a nod to J-Lo?
Yeah, you can
No.
inspire Jayla. That's fine. Go for it, Jayla. You
Thank
got
you.
you got bardic inspiration for a minute.
All right. I would like to start heading towards the dragon nonchalantly, like Han Solo. Just be cool.
Okay.
Fly
It
casual.
sounds like we're basically ready to attack here.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. I just want to get as close as I can with the dragon slaying sword.
Wait,
I'm
you're
getting
you're
ready to
taking?
sneak
Are you
attack.
taking the
I
bard's
mean,
sword, or does the bard have the
no,
giant
I'm sorry.
slaying axe? Sorry.
Yeah, I have the giant slaying axe. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. We're fighting a dragon. That's the second time I've done that tonight. Okay. I still want to get close enough to be some sort of buffer between me and the Jimmer and the rogue.
But you want to be 20 feet away from the dragon.
Yeah.
Depending
I want to
on-
be within my striking distance, my max.
So, if we slay this dragon, don't you think those creatures are going to just come back since they worship her?
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So I'll give you a context hint there, and basically what happened is they were praying to the fuck was this guy Dendar the Night Serpent. They were praying to Dendar. Dendar said, "Death is close, her doom has come. Let them claim the dragon's plunder." Right? That was the instruction from their deity, and they told Imref that it meant that she must face him in battle, because obviously they didn't know, who the fuck they were talking about. Imrith may or may not believe that you are a particular threat to her. She obviously remembers who you are. But she may not be attacking you because she's holding out to try to attack whom else.
Yeah.
So
That's why I want to kind of sneak up on her and just put an axe in her face.
Is this where we roll initiative, Ted?
It absolutely can be. Let's get placement. Let's get placement sorted out. So, I'm gonna say, what the heck is Meryl? I'm gonna call you M. So you're behind the pillar basically. We've got Ragnar. Where are you hanging out? I don't know if you can see this.
I haven't heard him in a while.
Yeah, you know what? We honestly might just, because it's already 10 o'clock as well, we might want to just... Oh, 'cause he dropped anyway. So, yeah, tell you what. I'll post this, and we'll take it up next time, and we'll just start with roll initiative and start blasting.
Okay.
If that's good for everybody, because we lost Rex.
Yep.
J-Lo, we'll put you in, I don't know, I can't use brown. Orange? You want to get right up in that bitch.
Yeah.
We'll put
Well,
you there.
she's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to be behind the other pillar.
Okay. So, basically...
Not the one, like, right up in her grill.
Yeah, you're basically looking at this area is the blue dragon. gosh, that was a fucking pain. Whatever. Okay, so you're there. Who else do we have? We need to place Arana, and we need to place Florida Man. Florida Man, you're green. Where are you hanging out? You're up fucking around by the statue, right?
This is like a 6-sided die. I'll be in the top middle, yeah.
Okay. And then Arana, you basically want to kind of be farther away as well. We'll make you a lavender. We'll give you some cover over here. And then we've got, let's see, NPCs will be in black. We got Sister Gabriella. We've got Zindra Winterbow. And we got Dry Humphreys. Alright, and they are going to be... Tell you what, I'll put Sister kind of close enough to bonk. Zindra can be in this pillar. And Dry Humphreys is going to be hanging out with Florida Man over here. Okay. Cool beans. Delete. Okay. All right. And that'll do it, I think. We are ready to roll initiative.
Oh, so I don't get a sneak attack round.
It kind of blows up my plan.
Oh, well, you roll initiative and then we'll resolve a sneak round at initiative count 20.
Okay.
Do you want to
Well, why don't we just roll initiative next time?
Yeah, roll it next time. If you're really itching to resolve this, if you want to resolve your sneak attack, we can do it.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Yep,
Okay.
works for me, man.
Can we do a coordinated attack?
Sure.
I mean, it's kind of huge.
That's what she said.
All right. Now, do keep in mind that it has pretty good cover, because it's burrowed. But whoever goes first, and I think with that crossbow, if that's what you're doing, that is a roll with advantage situation.
Hold on. I think. Well, I wanted to. I think spell sniper is the only one that ignores cover. Hold on. Let me.
Either fireable or kill touch. Right.
Well, I can't add sneak attack damage to spells. All right, I'm just gonna go for the crossbow. I get like a bonus, with the dagger, but I'm gonna do the crossbow first.
Okay. Huge. That will hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the damage for that. I'm gonna add my sneak attack damage.
Mm.
Aw.
Let's see. Okay. I'm just writing stuff down. Hold on.
Okay, and then the second one's gonna be for the dagger.
Sure.
Oh,
Go
shoot.
ahead.
Ugh. Hold on. Here we go. No, wait, did I do that right? Yeah. Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide.
All right. I thought bonus action was your second attack.
Oh shoot, maybe you're right.
Either way, 31 damage in a round is respectable.
Yeah.
Against the dragon, that is about as good as you can reasonably expect.
I guess I only get one bonus action.
All right,
It's just
J-Lo,
weird
let's
how it's
let's
how it's
resolve
like-
your attack. And I think you've been carrying around this ability and have not used it. There's like a special sneak attack thing, right?
Mm-hmm. No, we've used it before. It's been a long time though. Let me.
Once per combat, if you surprise a creature and hit it with an attack on your first turn in combat, the attack deals an extra 2d6 damage to it. I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right.
So, go. I presume you're going to rage and then 3 attacks, right?
Yep.
All right. You got 3 chances to deal an extra 2d6.
All right, and I need to get. What is my stat change? Oops.
I've got
What
you at
am
plus 9 here.
Yep. I got it just as you said it. Still getting used to the app. Damn it. Sorry.
That'll hit. You might as well roll all of them. So
Yeah.
1d20 plus 9. The 14 will miss. And the 18 will miss.
Okay.
So for that first one, it's a 1d8 plus 5 plus 2 for your rage. Plus 2d6. So it's, 1d8 plus 7 plus 2d6. $21. Okay. And we will remember. I'm gonna have to remember this, but because we should roll for your wild magic now, just so that we get like the surprise round and everything done, so that I know where to put you on the tracker. J-Lo, I'd like you to roll initiative so that I can write everything else down. So we'll roll initiative first, and then I need you to make a D8 roll on the. Oh, and you have advantage on initiative, by the way. So roll it twice and take whichever one you want.
All right, 21.
That's not a that's a +9 because you copy pasted. So that would be a 14. So we're gonna put you at initiative count 20. And then I need you to roll a D8 on the wild magic table. So a 4. Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding. Until your rage ends, the weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, it reappears at the end of the current turn.
Nice.
Okay?
Playing battle axe.
Yeah, you got the magical battle axe chucking one this time. So
Sweet.
let me write everything down here.
Hey Ted, I'm just gonna roll this.
What are you rolling?
I want to see what happens if I did my hero weapon plus the Dragon Slayer right on it.
Well,
I just want to roll the dice and see what pops up.
Your turn is going to get complicated because you're chugging a potion in the corner, and you're about to get McLarge huge and rush this fucking guy down.
Yeah.
So, but again, I don't want to do a ton without Rex here because, that's kind
I
of.
just want to roll the dice to see what it is on a random. So just ignore this.
Sure.
Okay, never mind. I'm done.
You realize you can take the average value of each die and pretty much stack it up, right?
Yeah.
So the EV of a D8 is 4.5. The EV of a D6 is 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like 11, 15, 24, 28 is the expected value on that.
Yeah.
Which is what you rolled, but that's different than the expected. Anyway, the EV of this roll is a 28.
I didn't know what EV meant, so that's what it is.
Expected value, there you go.
Okay.
It comes up in statistics and probability. Like if you learn card counting or whatever, it comes up a lot in how you should bet. The EV of a hand.
Right. Got it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna sign off because I am exhausted. I need to go to bed, and I'll see you guys around. And we're gonna stick some pointy things into some dragon things next time we meet.
Sounds good.
All right,
fellas, take it easy.
Sure.